Good morning, my fellow Michiganders. Good morning, my fellow Americans. Man, oh man, what is it great to see all my peoples yesterday at President Trump's press conference in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And so some of the things that I took away from this thing is obviously we are in trouble, which you all are well aware of. Number two, if we do not unite the party, we are dead in the water. And I'm going to get to that here in a second. And President Trump was quoted to saying yesterday that whoever wins Michigan wins the election. No pressure, right? But we all were put in this exact moment for a reason. So it's time, Michigan. So let's get some let's clear the air. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Let's talk about the division of the Michigan Republican Party right now. And there's going to be a lot of things that I say that might get you mad at me. You may be upset with me, but I don't care. I am willing to take the arrows right now, so you can call me a rhino, whatever else that you want. I do not care because I'm all in for November. I'm all in for Trump to win this thing in November. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that happens. And so if I have to take the arrows from our own side again, so be it. I'm used to it. Let's roll. But here's what I want to ask. See, there's a lot of people still spreading division in this party. And we're going to analyze that here in a second. And you know who you are. So here is what's happened in the Michigan Republican Party. Huge amount of division. Why? We have known for a while now that there have been plants that have infiltrated our Republican Party whose sole purpose is to spread division. They're not necessarily going to be the ones that are going to be out front. They're going to spread misinformation. They're going to spread rumors. They're going to spread hate and division to keep everybody, the so-called pawns, and you know who you are, to go online and start attacking fellow Republicans. And I don't care if they're rhinos, hardcore Republicans, libertarians, or independents. You all are spreading division. So I want you to ask yourself these questions. I'm going to ask you these three questions. I want you to answer them honestly. Number one, are you for Trump? Yes or no? The majority of us would say yes. Are you going to do everything that you can to make sure that Trump gets elected in November? Yes or no? Easy question. The majority of you guys would say yes. Then, are your actions dividing the party or unifying the party? Oh, tough question, right? But you have to be honest with yourself. See, that's the problem with conservatives. The good thing that the Democrats do within their own party, which I agree with, is they fall in line. They fall in line. They understand that they're going to have disagreements about the Middle East and some other things, but they fall in line behind their candidates. Conservatives, y'all don't do that. We don't do that. We kick and scream like 2-year-old children when we don't get our way, and we pick up our ball and we take it and we go home and say, you're not getting my vote. I'm here to call you out. I'm here to tell you that's not going to work. And this is why. This is it. This November is our D-Day moment. And guess where D-Day is? President Trump even said it yesterday. It's in Michigan. So for those of you who are out there that are spreading division, spreading misinformation, throwing crap against the wall, hoping it sticks, you got to knock it off. You have to fall in line. Now, you may not like it, and you may not like me, but that's okay. We can handle the petty politics after we win in November. We can get into a room. We can have difficult conversations. People's egos are going to get hurt. People's feelings are going to get hurt. But who gives a shit? It's time to win in November. And like I said, I'm willing to take the arrows. You know why? That's because, and if you analyze this, now I'm going to go off on a tangent because you know I'm good at it. That's why politicians don't get on here and say this stuff, because they don't want to offend. They want to try to just play in the middle. I don't play in the middle. I never have, never will. I'm here to give it to you straight. I'm here to give you some common sense. I'm here to give you logic. I'm here to motivate. I'm here to inspire. But I'm also here to give you a plan. And that plan is right now to fall in line. Quit attacking the chair of the Michigan Republican Party. We don't need it right now. Holy cow, is that guy probably sitting back going, I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm just trying to unite people for President Trump. But you all are just attacking him. You can do all that, and we can get into a room, and the delegates out there, you're going to be able to determine who's going to be your next chair at the next convention, right? So how about we all just get along temporarily? We can fight after the election, but let's get along right now. Let's all get on board the Trump train. Let's get all on board for a vision, calling this idea called America, and quit spreading the division. Because if you continue to spread the division, then you're part of the problem, and you are part of the 30 to 35% of the Marxists out there doing the same gosh darn thing. I mean, look what they do. They take everything that you say, and the Detroit News runs with it, the corporate media run with it, social media allows it to be run, and then we create division. It's done. It's done. Fall in line, unite, and do whatever you can to make sure that we win, because you all know this. This is it. This is it. November's it. We all know this election, this is do or die for our country. Because look what this Weekend at Bernie's clown and the Marxist movement that is pushing him and holding him afloat is doing to our country in 3.5 years. What do you think they're going to do to this country in another 4? I mean, I don't even have to get into policy. The top 2 issues that resonates throughout the independents, the middle, the old school Democrats, the rhinos, the Republicans, the libertarians, I don't care who you are, not talking to the 35% of the Marxists. I don't care about them. They are the enemy. But I'm talking to the people in the middle. 2, the invasion of our southern border. Now we have illegal immigrants that are getting on the nipple of the government, that are doing crime, that are hurting you, hurting your families, murdering people, pillaging, right? And number 2, parental rights. Taking away your parental rights in the public school systems. Those are the 2 top issues that is the kitchen table issues with the normal average American. And that is bleeding over, obviously, to our economy and everything else and inflation. And here's the bad news. I don't care right now, I'm telling you right now, that when Trump gets in, he's not just going to be able to turn the ship around, folks. We are too deep in the hole. It's going to take a decade, if not 2, with a knockdown, drag-out fist fight in a phone booth, because this Marxist movement's not going anywhere. They're not going to quit. They are already putting in place roadblocks and everything else in the judicial system to go against President Trump. And he only has 4 years. And then what? We're going to have to get somebody else in. This is going to be our fight for the next 2 decades to get a little idea of this thing called America to keep going in the right direction. That's just the honest truth. Don't think when President Trump wins that it's done and we can just go home. That's not how it works. You have to stay activated, motivated, inspired, and that's what I promise you after we lost the primary. You can watch the gosh darn speech online. I told you all this. We're not going to quit. We are not going to quit. So if you're spreading division within our own party, knock it off. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the gosh darn solution. And I will continue to call your asses out because I don't care, because I'm not running for office. I'm here to smack you upside the head and knock some common sense into you. Knock it off. Let's move forward together as a party. We'll deal with the petty politics after we win. But right now, do what you can to make sure that President Trump's going to win. And if you have all this built-up energy and you're so mad and you're a Christina Caroma supporter and you're so upset and angry, take all that anger and passion and direct it at that 35% of that Marxist movement. Go start hammering on their Twitter feeds. Go start emailing the elected officials who are taking away your parental rights, that are allowing the border to be open. I mean, I went up to Craig Mauger yesterday. Craig, Detroit News. Craig's a nice guy. I get along with Craig. We don't have the same political beliefs, obviously, but I can have a conversation with Craig. And I saw him at the President Trump event, and I said, Craig, I got a bone to pick with you. And he was like, what did I do? I said, why don't you hold Governor Whitmer accountable? And he's like, we do. I did on an interview yesterday. And I was like, let me hear it. So he played the actual recording where he asked Governor Whitmer about President Trump's comment about the bloodbath, right, that's going on. And Governor Whitmer had her typical elite, political, corrupt politician answer when she said, what, the bloodbath at the Canadian border you're saying? Or there's definitely a bloodbath at the Ohio border. And he didn't follow up. He didn't ask the next question and hold her accountable. That's what you need to do. So go to these elected officials, go to their X's, the Twitter X page, comment, quote, do whatever. Start putting the pressure on them. Quit attacking our own. Quit attacking our own. All right? If you want to get out your frustration, hey, come attack me. I don't care. I'll take it. I'll take it. If you're mad and upset and you want to call me out and you want to call me a rhino and I'm part of the problem, you come on my platforms and attack me. I don't care. I'll take it. Because I'm all in for Trump 2024. And so should you. Because we have to do what we need to do over the next several months to make sure that he wins. The battleground state is here. Our D-Day moment is here. And I know and I believe in every single one of you out there because a lot of you have been fighting alongside me for the past 4 years. 4 years we've been together. And we all know, we believe in our heart and our soul that we're not going to go silently into the night. We are not going to vanish without a fight. This is our country. This is our America. And we will defend it against enemies, foreign and domestic. That is what you signed up for. So fall in line, get on the Trump train, and let's get it done because I believe in every single one of you. God bless you. God bless the state of Michigan. Of course, and always, God bless these United States. The grassroots army is on board, baby. Let's go.